How to replace a broken or damaged electronic rear view camera. For year models prior to mid-year 2018. First, we need to locate the primary connection for the camera. On this particular truck, this connection is wrapped in an electrical tape that is orange, but it could be many different colors. Okay, so you're going to need a stainless knife or box cutter, and you're going to shave off the electrical tape. If you can unwind it off, do that, that's fine, but in this case it's on so tight I'm just shaving it off. Once I get it shaved off, we're going to unplug it, and once it's unplugged, it's ready to hook up to the other camera. Just make sure the connections are clean. Now we want to make sure we match up the connections. You know, the red is the power supply and the yellow is the video input. So we want to make sure we connect the yellow to the yellow. Get it nice and tight, yellow to yellow. Then we're going to go over to the red, and it's going to plug up to the power supply. Sometimes that power supply is red, sometimes it's black, but you can't miss it because of the type of connection. Now we're going to go ahead and put some electrical tape on it, and we do not have to put this electrical tape all the way down to the wires on those connectors. We're primarily just trying to put the tape in the center area so that moisture cannot get into the metal connector area. Then we're going to basically snap that tape off, and we're going to tape up both of these. And we need the tape to be smooth and tight because we're wanting to also make this a water barrier to prevent water from getting into the other side of the tape. If the tape isn't smooth, just pull it off and redo it again until you get it smooth. And now we're complete with wrapping the tape. Now we need to route the camera wire. Now we need to loosen any supports that were holding the original wire, so that way we can use them to hold the new wire. In the case of this camera replacement, this camera was damaged, so we also need to make sure we remove any original brackets that were broken and left in place. Once we get that bracket removed, we'll be able to install the new camera. So now we take the new camera. I like to put the screw through the bracket and then line it up with the hole before I put the drill to it. Then I'll tighten down that screw, and then I'll line up the camera in preparation for the second screw to go into place. Then I will put the second screw in, and then we will move on to getting ready to adjust the camera. Now to adjust the camera, the camera's in two pieces. You have your lens cover, and then you have the main part of the body. I can turn the lens cover individually like you just saw me do, or hold on to the back and then take my other finger and turn the collar to tighten it up so that it locks it into place, or I turn the collar counterclockwise to loosen it a little bit so I can rotate it and adjust the view on the screen. Now I want to make sure that I do not have the wire flopping too much in the wind, so I'm going to take a zip tie, find an appropriate hole to run the zip tie through. It's going to vary depending on what model of the truck you have and what type of bumper you have, but something that will allow it to put it a little tighter, but not overly tight. We just don't want it flopping in the wind. It's okay for it to move, we just don't want it to flop. Hanvey simplicity rules. The competition drools.